Hi everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so welcome. The education system and the processes involved in applying to education institutions in your home country might be a little bit different from the country in which you want to travel to. So, um, if you are in Ghana or if you're in Africa, the processes involved when you graduate from high school and you want to enter a college or university is different from how other countries operate. And especially if you want to get financial aid or scholarship. So I have had opportunity to study in Africa, and I've had opportunity to study in North America as well. And so I have understood the processes involving where I come from and how what it takes to be able to get admission and scholarship in different jurisdictions as well. So what I do is to share my ideas, information, and also constantly learn the changing environment in terms of how do one start applying to higher education institutions and to be able to relocate to further their studies abroad. So, over the years, for more than half a decade, since I had opportunity to go through the process, I have been sharing my thoughts, ideas, my processes, and journey with wonderful people who care to know on social media, and to also try and give a helping hand to people who are interested in working on this process. So um, consistently, this has led us to the Fred Effect having about 170,000, over 170,000 on YouTube that are people. These are people interested in, the information we share on YouTube. On Twitter is about more than 44,000 followers. On Facebook, we just hit 100,000 followers. On TikTok is about more than 155,000. So across all our social media platforms, we have more than half a million followers. This is a testament to the consistent effort to put out valuable information that would help our brothers and sisters who want to also go through the study abroad process. Why should you listen to me? I have two masters on a full scholarship and into a PhD. I had my bachelor's degree from Ghana University of Cape Coast. And so the opportunity to go through the process and also assist thousands of people over the years, I have learned a lot, gained understanding, and also appreciate how the process works so that we can continue to assist other people who have a different understanding of their current jurisdiction and how the education system works and how things work on the outside. So usually if you want to apply the processes that work in your country to the country you want to apply to, it might not work for you. So over time, we come here on a Twitter space to be able to take your questions. Sometimes you just need clarification on how to go about things, just a name of a school, probably the idea that such a program exists, would go a long way to help you to also be successful in the process. So a lot of my friends are also creating content. So shout outs to Delali Network. Peter Baua, there is Kingsford Onyina. There are lots of other people who are also sharing ideas and information on how you can do that. As you have to constantly search for ideas and information, follow these accounts and it will help you be successful with the process. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would have done it. But is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. It is a conscious effort that I make to be able to create content in a more inspiring manner. So there is a lot of ways which I can communicate with people on how to do it. You are not dumb if you ask, how do you send an email? You are not, it is not as if, you know, you don't know anything if you ask somebody, how do I go about this? We all learn from one another. And, you know, I can't claim to be an expert in this field. I keep on learning and I keep on evolving as time goes on. So yeah, if you have questions, I'll be happy to respond to them. Put in the request, I would approve it, and then we can have a conversation. So if the um, request is approved, you have an opportunity to ask 2 questions. And of course, if you have other questions, I'll be happy to answer them later on. But if you get a microphone, you can ask 2 questions so that we can also listen to other people as well. Do me a favor by sharing this. You can click on the like, you can retweet it or repost it so that another person who is in your network will get to benefit from the ideas and information we are sharing here. All right, so you can put in the request if you have any questions for me. I'll be happy to answer. So at the moment, a lot of universities are already accepting applications for the fall semester 2025. What happens is that most universities have already closed their admissions, but the good thing is that some of them will end, by tomorrow, which is February 15th. Others will end in March. Others, have what we call rolling admission. So at any point in time that you think your documents are ready, you can. There's always a university to apply to. It's not every university that you can meet their requirements. For some universities, their application fee is even more expensive. Others will take certain requirements that in your current position you might not get. That is absolutely fine. But there is always a university for everyone. That is how I put it. Notwithstanding your grade, there is a university for everyone. There's a college for everyone. You might not meet the requirements for University A. It doesn't mean that you can't meet the requirement for University B. Also, when you're going, when you're pursuing this process, it would be great if you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't limit yourself to only one university. Do not limit yourself to only one program. The sky is huge. There's a lot of options. I think there are more opportunities on earth than there is, human beings on earth. So there's always an opportunity. Sometimes the information is hidden and you just have to seek for it. Once you get to know how to do it, you'll be fine. Don't assume that people studying abroad are brighter than you or are more intelligent than you. Know. It's not the case at all. All right, let's start picking people and then let's have a conversation. Hi, Andrew. Let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Please go ahead.
Right. So my question is, whether I did some 5 applications during October, the free applications, but the problem was with the recommendations, and it looked like 3 of them were bounced because they were incomplete because of the recommendation letters. I got 2, but the last one wasn't able to. So I want to know if I can still reapply to the same school and pay the application fee. And the second question is,
can you the first question before you go to the second? So the processes in applying to schools differ from one to the other. So it is possible if you communicate with the admissions team of that specific university that this is your case. Is it possible to still go ahead and apply? I would highly suggest that you don't pay an application fee if you don't get a go ahead from a school to apply. And you please understand that this process has a lot of hindrances and impediments. I understand and I know that getting recommendation might be a bit challenging at certain point, but you keep pushing. Try and expand, the network. Don't just limit yourself to only 3 people, that can give you recommenders. If there is anybody with an institutional email within your network, which is where you work or maybe where you school, stuff like that, you can also talk to them so that you don't end up paying an application fee. And because a recommender did not submit a recommendation, you lose out on both the admission, the effort, and the time and the money you put in.
Right, thank you. Please, the second one is I have a very high GPA in engineering, but I want to know if I still have to take the GRE or not because of funding opportunities. Because I mostly see if you have a GRE, it's going to increase the chances of getting some full admission. So I just want to know, and for it to suggest just 2 schools I can really look at, because I've done like almost 20 applications, and most of them don't come with scholarships. So I just want 2 schools. Right, thank you.
So normally it's the way you go about things. So here's the thing. Let's talk about GRE. Every university have their requirements, and so there are some universities that will strictly make the GRE a requirement. For some, if you have the GRE, that will qualify you for the scholarship. But like I said, in terms of the study abroad process, you have to cut your coat according to your cloth. There are some schools that your current circumstance may not permit you to even apply. So some universities will make it a strict requirement, and that is why we encourage people that if you want to apply to a school, just please try and make sure that you communicate with the department head to find out, whether you can go ahead and apply. If there is a GRE requirement, you can ask for a waiver of the requirement. If they approve it, then you can go ahead and apply. However, if your current financial circumstance and the time you have available to you will permit you to sit for it, I have to be honest with you, it would increase your chances of applying to more schools. Remember, writing the GRE does not also guarantee automatic admission. I have to be honest with you. So you have to know how you can utilize the current resources at your disposal to maximize your chances of getting admission and a scholarship. In terms of school suggestions, that is it's a bad way to go about this process. The reason is that, one, you have to know the program that you studied and come up with at least 5 different related programs that you can pursue, right? Now, if you come up with those programs, then you look at universities that offer these programs, and that is easy to do. You can use AI, you can use Google, whatever search engine you have, you can use it. Like, for example, maybe which universities offer masters in chemical engineering. There's a lot that will pop up. But listen, I don't want you to restrict yourself to only one program. So sometimes somebody study political science. Remember, with a background in political science, you have a lot of other related fields. So you can have a graduate program in political science itself. You can have public administration, public policy, international relations. In fact, I can go on and on and on. And sometimes you can even switch to a different field. So you can have maybe I have a master's degree in public administration, and I moved to a different field altogether. So do not restrict yourself to only one program. 2, communicate with the school before you put in the application. And 3, find out if there is funding first. So with a simple search, I don't have to mention names of schools. Obviously, I'll be happy to do that if I get to know the programs you want to offer. But me mentioning the name of a school does not guarantee that they have scholarships. No. How do you know they have scholarships? Talk with the head of department of the program. That is why in my introduction, I said that the processes of applying to higher education institutions in your jurisdiction, in your country, may be different. So, for example, if you are done with high school in Ghana and you want to apply to Korea University, you go and purchase the forms and apply without even knowing a single professor in the school. Over here, you need to find out who the HOD of the department is. Email the person before you start your application. So basically, you have to understand that the system in your country is a little bit different from how things happen here. Nice talking
Right.
to you.
Thank you very much. Please, is your one-on-one still up?
Yeah, sure. And let me have the opportunity to explain this, that um I I do a lot of things. I'm going to school, I'm working at the same time because of my scholarship, stuff like that. And I manage about all those social media platforms. So unfortunately, I wouldn't have the opportunity to talk to every single person who need my assistance. However, if you value my input to, your process, there's a way we can schedule a one-on-one meeting, and then we can delve. There are certain things we may not be able to discuss on social media, but if we talk one-on-one, we'll be able to delve much into your specific situation and help you based on the ideas and information that we've gathered over the years. Let's talk to Chris. Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Fred. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, very well. Okay, so I actually reached out to you on IG, and then I was telling you that I actually received application to East Tennessee State University for Masters in Information Systems, and then I explained that they actually gave me a scholarship of $5,000, but actually the fees and everything totals about 32,000. So I needed a way where I could get funding, and then you actually sent to me one of your videos, and I actually listened through the video. In fact, I did a lot of playbacks on what to do, reaching out to the international team and then the graduate admissions team too. And I did reach out to them, and they also responded with mails. But except for the international team, which I don't know why they haven't responded yet, but they gave me a link where I could actually see some of their graduate assistantships being posted there. I think it's weekly or yeah, every 2 weekly. So they said I should actually apply to these ones for the assistantship, and then if I'm able to get into these programs yet, then maybe that's where the funding will come in. So actually want to say I appreciate you for the time you have with us. Those of us who reach out to you on IG and other platforms, the time that you get into communicating back to us, we really do appreciate your time and everything.
Awesome. Congrats on your admission, bro. Remember that you already have one leg here. What you have to do is to push the other leg. Now, let me be frank with you. The first person that I had opportunity to assist to go through this process, that is the school he went to. He graduated from that same program, and he's currently working in one of the biggest banks in the US as an IT person.
Wow.
Yeah, so his name is Obobi. He's a very serious guy. Listen, I know that school very well. What happened is that during his time, the merit scholarship was even 10,000. It was recently that they reduced it. Guess what? He also had the same admission, and then the merit scholarship came in. And then he was able to secure a full scholarship before he came, and that was during somewhere the COVID era. So that's cool. That is how things go, and this goes to everyone. Not every admission would automatically come with a scholarship. That is how most of us expected. No, my first university, my admission came, and then it was like the admission and the scholarship in one document, about 3 pages or so. My second university, I gained admission. I got my scholarship like about 3 weeks or a month later, and I had to do an interview and stuff like that. So it's a step-by-step process. If your admission comes without a scholarship, that is not the end of life. Like you said, there is a video that I took my time to explain the various strategies you can go through to secure a scholarship. So, bro, there are still a lot of Africans on the ETSU campus, Johnson City. I've never been there before, but I have a lot of friends there. And if there is an opportunity to link up with any of the
I
African
would
students,
appreciate that, Mr. Fred, a
yeah,
lot. I would
Yeah,
really
I mean,
appreciate that.
I need to seek their permission. I can't just give somebody's number out. But what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
even through any of the, you know, the emails that you got responses to, sometimes you can just search African Students Union on the university's website, and then their
Okay.
president will pop up. You can get the
Okay.
email or phone number, email the person. They will be able to connect you with somebody on campus. But they have a huge African community. It's a very good school, and
Okay.
this is where it starts from. It starts from getting the admission, and you'll be able to push through to make progress. So I wish you all the best, bro, and congrats on your admission as well. Let's talk to Prince. Prince, please
Hello.
unmute your
Yeah,
microphone and go
yeah.
ahead.
So Mr. Fred, can you hear me?
Everybody can hear you, sir.
Okay, so I was the one who texted you on IG about University of Scranton, and their programs director asked me to apply for GA application. I should submit my GA application. So I did that. So I just wanted to ask you, after all this, should I go on and still pay the enrollment fee? Or I should wait for the confirmation of the GA.
It
That's what I
depends.
want.
It depends on you. And I'm glad you bring that up. Congrats on your admission. And if you are listening to us, you see people coming up are talking about getting admission, but here you are thinking that it's not even possible to get admission. Almost everybody I've picked so far is talking about I've gotten admission to this. So I'm glad that you are sharing this. So here's the thing. Um, you have to find out first of all if you can afford the enrollment deposit. The second thing is that is the enrollment deposit refundable? The third thing is that is it possible they can waive it for you, or maybe if you tell them that they should apply it to your student account, is this something they are willing to agree to so that you can go ahead start your I-20 processes and later on maybe if you get your visa you pay? There are a lot of schools that would allow you to go through the visa process. When you get the visa, that's when you pay the enrollment deposit. So there are lots of other dynamics that you can explore when it comes to the enrollment deposit versus waiting on the G and stuff like that.
So, Mr. Fred, my second question is, wait, so if should in case if I should get the graduate assistance, is it going to reflect on the I-20?
Yeah, sure. So that's a good question. You're a very smart person. So what happens is that if, for example, if you have admission now, this is what you have to understand, and that's where a lot of people get confused. That different offices in the school work differently. So, for example, when you get admission, the international office, sometimes they are even in a different building altogether, and are notified that this person is an international student. So they then send you an email for you to start your I-20 processes. So even if you have scholarship, you are the one responsible for sending your scholarship letter to the international office so that they can put it on the I-20. So you wouldn't assume that they would automatically know you have a scholarship. No, it doesn't work like that. So you can get your I-20 now, start your visa process, stuff like that. Now later on, if your department sends you the scholarship letter, you can email the scholarship letter back to the international office. Tell them that, okay, this is now your new funding situation, and they will update your I-20 for you. So that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that.
Okay, thank you very much. And I would like to send a message across concerning Ohio University. I had an interaction with the programs director for the College of Business graduate programs, and she was like, their program comes with graduate assistantship automatically. So I want to encourage anyone who wants to do an MBA to apply to that too. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And that's my alma mater. It's a very beautiful campus.
Yeah,
I
so
tell you.
I've been able to submit. I think the deadline was 29th January. So I don't know if they can even make inquiries about it. Maybe they can open it for them and they can
Yeah,
submit
that's very. I like your positivity, bro.
Thank
God
you very
bless you.
much. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's talk to Seaman. Seaman, please go on. Seaman has a bad connection. Is Seaman here?
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Please hope you can hear me.
Very well. Very, very loud and clear.
Okay. So actually, there's something bothering me, and I wanted to share it with you. Maybe you'll be able to provide some insights on it.
Yeah, sure. You have the floor. Please go on.
Okay, so I applied to 3 universities, all master's programs, teacher education related programs, and STEM education. I did Bachelor of Education in the University of Education, Winneba. So I applied to, the mistake I did was that I was new to this application process. So I only applied to top schools, Tufts University, Brown University, and Washington University in St. Louis. But I was invited for interview last week and last 2 weeks in all the 3 schools. For Tash University, I was able to secure a supervisor. But the other programs, I was just talking with them, exchanging mails with the program coordinators. But my issue is people were saying getting admission into Ivy League schools and top schools, um, it would take grace. So I wanted to find out how my chances are. And after the interview, they've not reached back to me, and I wanted to find out, is it too late, or I should reach back to them and inquire about my status?
I want you to calm down, yeah, and let's take the questions one after the other. You seems to be a bit anxious and stuff like that, bro. I was talking to my mentees the other time, and I was saying that this whole process, it's not like a destination. Sometimes we feel like, oh, if I get admission, that is all. Okay, we get admission. Oh, then I need a scholarship. Oh, I get a scholarship. Oh, then I need a visa. Oh, you get a visa. Then I need a plane ticket. Okay, you get a plane ticket. You get to. Oh, then I need permanent stay. Oh, okay, then I need citizenship. Relax and enjoy the process. After the achievement of every, whatever you aim for in life, there is the urge to want another one, right? I want you to enjoy the application process. I want you to enjoy when you have an interview with the school and stuff like that. Take your time, relax, and go through the process. Let me have your first question. So your first question is that people are saying it takes grace to get into an Ivy League. So you don't have the grace or what? Seaman. Oh man,
Please, I
I
can hear
think
you now. Yeah.
so. You don't have the grace of God is not on you, right? Oh man, my brother has issues with the connection. Okay, my
I
brother
was
has.
having network. Okay, I can now hear you.
I was asking if there is no grace upon your life. Oh man, my brother has issues with the connection. Let's see if we can approve other people. And Simon, I think what you have to do is to get a stable connection and that you can reach on. Brand with Mary. Mary, what do you do?
Marvin, it's Marv.
Marv, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Good
Mary.
morning, Mr. Fred.
What do you do? You are a
I'm
designer.
a graphic designer. Yes.
So why wouldn't you design some of the graphics for me, bro?
No problem. No problem. I'm happy to actually meet you.
No, okay. So before we go on,
Mhm.
can you like advertise your brand, like advertise your products? There are people listening. We have like half a million followers. Talk to people.
Oh, okay.
How they should come and patronize? How do they get in touch with you? Stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you could actually reach out to me on X or
Well,
on
what do you do?
Instagram.
Talk about yourself. Unnim advert here, bro. Yeah, advert. Do advert.
Okay, so I'm a
Mhm.
brand designer. I've been designing for about 3 years now. I design logos, brand identity. I also design UI UX products, as in mobile apps, websites. So these are my basic services for now.
Oh, unnim advert. Go on. So how? Okay. Anyway, how do people get in touch with you? I think so. We see advertisements and so come.
Yeah.
Advertisement to advertise. And I said you get a lot of jobs, so you don't really need to advertise.
Oh, not really. But I still need to advertise.
Okay, so how do people get in touch with you? Where are you located? What are some of the things you've done that we can look at?
Okay, so I'm in Ghana.
Mhm.
I've worked with Social Cycle Advertising Agency for about 2 to 3 years now. I
Mhm.
also work with Carbon Variety, which is in Switzerland. It's a remote job where I design their letterheads, business cards, social media posts, which will be
I
coming
don't know
online
what
soon.
you've done, but your your DP, like your
My
display
logo.
picture,
Yeah.
it's very catchy, very simple. It's
Yeah.
not any that should show like how good you are.
Yeah. I have some of my designs on Instagram, so you could check that.
Yeah, sure. I'll
And
check
also,
it out.
yeah.
And probably I would love to work with you as well. You know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
Yeah,
the opportunity.
but yeah, your brand logo is just simple. It's catchy and all that. It's just the V that deceived me to say Mary.
No.
So maybe that one you could do some. Okay, bro, go ahead with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I
Okay.
just want to appreciate the fact that you're doing something for yourself. You have a skill. Sometimes people
Yeah.
complain that I don't have money, stuff like. But what skill do you have? This is a brother. What did you study in school?
Oh, I did culture and tourism. My mate was
See,
Sewa.
culture and tourism, and you're a designer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see, so that's why I tell people, like, you are the school day, but you also have a skill that you're eating from, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you how much people charge me for the design. It's not easy. But yeah, I think they have the skill. If they are doing a great job, why not? They have to charge for it. You get it?
Yes.
Anyway, so right now that I've given you my platform advert to me, I'll charge you for it. What do you think?
No problem. So I actually want to talk to you one-on-one, but let me tell you my situation now, and
Okay,
then
let's talk situation before we come to brand.
Yeah.
Go on, bro.
Okay, so I got admission at Missouri SNT,
Right.
where they gave me a provost master scholarship of $20,000.
Right.
And I reached out to the department asking if I could get a GA position, and they told me they would have a meeting and get back to me. And then they recently got back to me and they told me, oh, the number of applicants were too many, so I didn't get in. So I would like to know what other way can I go about it so that I could get other funding.
Okay, so I think that you have explored only one of the numerous opportunities you have in that school. Okay, so to start from there, I have had opportunity to visit that school, so I've seen where the school is located. I've been there physically. I was driving through Missouri. The city is called Rolla.
Yes.
I went through the school. So it's a beautiful school in a small city like that. So congrats on the admission, $20,000 of scholarship.
Thank you.
That is huge. So this is what your department is saying, but I made a video that I explained the other opportunities you can explore. The first one is that every university have an employment website, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are academic departments over there in the school that offer scholarships for their students. Now, in your case, your department is saying no. Now, don't take that no as a no. What you have to understand is that tell them that, okay, so you're interested in joining the school. You'll be working on getting your visa and stuff like that. In that case, what the visa and the director of the program will think is that now, if there is any opportunity available, there is a student who have assured us that he is coming. So they will link up with you. The second thing is that there is an employment website where different departments in the school, including non-academic departments. So non-academic department means that there's not like maybe it's not a department of maybe mathematics that they have students coming in. Me, for example, in my first university, I worked in my department as a graduate assistant. In my second university, I was schooling in a different department, but working for a non-academic department, which is the transportation center in the school.
Okay.
That is where my scholarship came from. So I interviewed with them separately. So after getting my admission, I have to go and apply to that, interview with them separately, and they gave me the scholarship. So I go to class in my department, but I have my office in another department in the same school.
Okay.
So you can explore that. Normally, it's either handshake or you check the university's employment website and you apply for those ones. And sometimes it can be resident hall assistant. I have a friend in, University of Alabama. She's a resident hall assistant. She is schooling in the education department, but she works in the different department where they are taking care of her accommodation, her feeding, and then they give her stipends as well in a different department.
Wow.
Good. So you have to explore that. And then, if you're able to take your time and watch the video that I made about when you get admission with a partial scholarship or no scholarship, do this. I took my time to explain various avenues that you can explore, and you have only explored one of them.
Yeah.
But the one thing I want you to understand is the no that you got from your department, don't take that no for a no. tell them you will still go ahead and work on the process. It means, and you tell them that if any opportunity comes up, they should let you know. Listen, a lot of people apply to different schools. And so sometimes they get admission to a school, they get a scholarship. They will not go to that school, but they will not tell the school.
Yeah.
And you go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, after the head of department got back to me, I told him I was still interested in coming to the school.
Awesome.
So he was like, if any other opportunity comes up, you let me know.
Great. You
Yeah.
know, whilst others will shut the door on that one, you leave it open because you don't lose anything. And then you can even tell him that, okay, you are ready to come. You'll be exploring other opportunities on campus. So if anything goes well in your search, you also let him know.
Okay.
And here's the trick. If you want to apply to any other assistantship positions in the school, if you are emailing the person in charge, you can decide to copy your HOD in the department. Sometimes, if you do that alone, they are not going to respond to you. But the moment you copy with director, and they'll be responding.
Okay.
What you say, huh?
Yeah.
And then, if it is possible, I don't know about your school, but if it is possible that you can activate your student account so that you will get an institutional email, do not use your normal Gmail or Yahoo Mail to be communicating with the school anymore. Use the new email assigned to you, which will be the school's institutional
Email
email
address.
to communicate.
Yeah, I have that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's great, bro. This is how the process starts.
Okay.
A lot of people you see studying abroad now, this is how the process went for them. In your case, you're even lucky to have like 20,000. It starts with that. Let's be grateful. Let's appreciate that it's a process and it's not ending today. It's not going to end tomorrow. After you even get a full scholarship, there is visa to talk about. There is plane ticket to talk. So it's a process. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Fred.
Boss,
I'll reach out to you.
a tourism and culture.
Yeah.
You are a big man. Hey, you're a big man. Anyway, yeah,
Thank you very much.
I would love to check out some of the things you do and work with you as well.
Okay, thank you. I'll reach out to you.
Awesome. Let's talk to Spirit Flow. People have names, so Spirit Flow.
Yeah, Fred.
What's up?
I believe I can be heard, please.
Yeah, which spirit is flowing? You're a highly spiritual person, right?
Well, God's spirit is flowing, apparently.
Okay, then you have to pray for me. Minkata Meniana.
Come again.
You have to pray for me. Should I close my eyes?
God's grace is already on you, please.
Awesome. Let's go ahead with your question, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. And I also want to say a very big God bless you for the privileges and then the eye-opening things you are doing for those interested in study abroad. Yeah. So my first question, I actually hold an HRD in graphic design, and in some of your videos that I've watched, you apparently say there's an opportunity for a one-on-one session, or you have a team that takes care of those with diploma and then undergraduate, those who want to study an undergraduate program. I don't know if the diploma, the HND, falls under the diploma, or probably maybe you are referring to diploma itself or HND.
Yeah, so all of them. So it means you have a 3-year HND, right?
Yes, please.
So normally, in my one-on-one sessions, what I will let you know is that, if you have the 3-year qualification, remember you qualify to apply for a bachelor's degree as a transfer student or as a continuing student. And then you also qualify to apply for a master's program. Now, if the processes involved in using your 3-year qualification to apply for a bachelor's is very different from using your 3-year to apply for a master's. So I will let you know what it takes to go through the bachelor's process. If that's what you want to do, I have a team, and then we can apply for that for you for free. Because applying for the bachelor's is not that difficult, right? So that's why we do it for free.
Okay. I believe there are no age limits.
I'm coming there. No, in terms of there are no age limits, but here's the point. You have to check out when I talk to somebody, especially in my one-on-one sessions. When I talk to somebody, I'm not thinking about how do you get admission, because it's easy. If you know what to do, it's easy to get admission and stuff like that, right? but I also think about the ease with which you can get the visa approved. So I don't want you to mention your age, just a rhetoric question. So I ask, how old are you? And do you think that if at this age you tell a visa officer that I'm going for a bachelor's degree, is it easy for you to get your visa approved? Or should you apply for master's? Because the master's process or the graduate application, if you have a diploma, it takes a little bit of effort, time compared to applying for the bachelor's. So somebody can say that, okay, me penny easy into the munya bachelor's in mommy, or somebody can put in the sacrifice in going for the graduate application. So I give you the pros and cons of applying for the bachelor's using your 3-year qualification, and then I give you the pros and cons of applying for the graduate program, using your 3-year qualification, depending on 1, what time you have, 2, the resources you have at your disposal, 3, and the documents you can put together. Somebody might be willing that, okay, I really want the graduate application, but I do not have the financial strength, or even I will struggle to get recommendations for the master's application. But your spirit, is it flowing for you?
Very, very fluid.
Good. So, it is you who would determine that, oh, I have opportunity to apply for bachelor's. Oh, the team will even do it for me for free. Oh, I also have opportunity to apply for master's. But which one can my current financial situation or resources, time, and the document I have, which one can I handle? Do you get my point?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So it all starts with we, booking the one-on-one.
No, you don't have to. You see, the one-on-one. You see, if we are talking this way, you don't have to book the one-on-one. The whole thing is that there are certain things I cannot put on social media, right?
Okay.
Especially if it's your personal issues and stuff like that. So in the one-on-one, we get to discuss that. And I started this whole thing trying to help a lot of people for free. And just that, as time goes on, people do not value your input if it is for free. You get my point?
I understand. Very well.
And so, if for example, if it was a one-on-one, I'll be able to ask your age, but I wouldn't want you to put your age on social media right now. You get it?
Sure.
Yeah. So if there is opportunity for you to get any information out of me free of as we are talking this way, I'll be happy to do that. You don't have to necessarily have to spend resources to schedule a meeting with me.
Okay.
So if you can get that information you need from me without scheduling the meeting, I would encourage you to do that. Don't go and pay money, because that's not my aim that people should come and pay money to talk. No, I wouldn't have done this session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
to reach out to you in regards to the how do we go about it? Should I DM you on IG or?
Hopefully I'll be able to respond. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me on IG. But I want you to think about it. Do you want to go in for master's based on the information I gave you, or you want to go in for bachelor's? Or better still, if you have other questions that you want before you can make a decision, you can ask me. I'll tell you.
Okay. So I believe I would definitely want to do the master's, but
okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to do the master's, remember this year. Here's the thing. You have a 3-year qualification. You're going to compete with people with 4-year or 8 semesters of transcript, but you have 6 semesters. You get it?
Yes.
Good. It means that you need to put in extra effort. 1, I would encourage you to do what we call transcript evaluation to put you at par with people with bachelor's qualification. The second thing is that you need your document. You need to put your documents together. So you need your transcript, your certificate, letters of recommendation or recommenders. Very important. I'm going to stress on that, because if it was the bachelor's degree, recommendations wouldn't be that much needed. You can get 1 recommendation or 2, and we can apply for bachelor's. But for master's, you need about 3 of them. You get it? You need to get a resume. If it was bachelor's, we wouldn't need that. You need to get a statement of purpose. If it was bachelor's, we wouldn't need that. So the documents involved for master's application with your qualification, it's more than even the bachelor's. You get it?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So if you think you can get hold of all these, then please do that. Then we aim for the master's. The advantage in terms of the master's is that, unlike the bachelor's degree, where you may have to get an SAT score or ACT score to increase your chances of getting a full scholarship, for master's, without GRE or GMA, you can get a full scholarship. So you see the dynamics here?
Yes, please.
Good.
So that's
So
SAT, right?
that is if you want to go in for the bachelor's. An SAT, a good SAT score will give you a full scholarship.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So any other question? Because I don't want you to book up. You don't have to. I can tell you everything here.
Okay. Okay.
It's just
Okay.
private stuff that you cannot share here. That's the whole thing.
That's fine. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So I believe that's all. There was a particular question I wanted to ask, but I think it has skipped me. So for
Okay.
the time being, yeah, thank you very much, Fred. I'm very, very grateful for
Yeah,
the
bro,
opportunity.
understand that you can do it. You wouldn't be the first person to have HND to come and do masters or bachelors here. A lot of people have done it. I think the oldest person my team has assisted so far was 36 years old. She had a diploma and she didn't want to go through the stress of master's application. So she said that the team should handle it for free for her. And as I talk to you, she's here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I still also want to opt for the bachelor's, I think that option is also available, right?
Exactly. We can still do
Okay.
it. You know, it depends
Okay.
on you. Anyway,
So that also reminds me about my last question. I'm also a graphic designer, so in case maybe you are trying other hands as well, I'll be
yeah,
available.
you can DM me on Instagram. I would love to work with you. Like,
Sure.
you know, I feel like if I get people on board, it will make the whole thing, and also to give you the opportunity to also put your work out there and all that. So do advert. You know, go do advert. Do advert. Let's go.
Yeah, so apart from my outreach to senior high schools and JHS, I'm also a graphic designer, a freelancer actually. I've been working for over like 4 years now. So anyone interested with designs and any other stuffs in relation to design at all, we can be able to give any assistance at all. From
Awesome. How do
brand
people reach you? Okay.
logos, come again.
Go ahead. Go. I think you know how to
Yeah,
do
so
that better.
from brands, logos, whatever design at all you would want to, seek advice on or consult on, we are available. Our doors are open.
You want
Thank
to
you.
put your number out there or social media handles, stuff like that? How do people reach out?
So you can reach out to me on my number for now, 0246810773. That's if you are in Ghana. If you are outside Ghana, then you add a +233244300 0244. Sorry, 0246810773. Yeah.
Let me give you another thing. So what did you study? You said you studied what on your HND?
Graphic design, HND.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
with this skill and what you're doing, most of the schools, they look out for the practical things you've been able to do. So I think you're doing great. I wish you all the best. Don't give up on this study abroad dream. It might be a bit stressful, stuff like that, but it is highly possible. And with how good you are, if you're able to get an environment like this, the sky is the limit, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Awesome.
really appreciate it. Bless you so much.
So my brother Delali Network is here. Hi, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, hi Fred. I'm doing well, and you?
So you're one of the people I admire so much. Sometimes people want to wait until they get where they want to be before they start to help people. But this my brother, started creating groups and helping people to work on this school application process way back in Ghana before he moved to Canada. Bro, talk to us. Any information you want to share with us?
Oh, I just want to say a big thank you. And Fred, in fact, you've been very, very instrumental in helping me get to where I am today. I would say if it's not your videos and your personal chats, sometimes you even call me, encouragement and those things, I don't think I'll be here taking my master's at the University of Manitoba. And I would say don't give up on what you're doing. Keep on doing it. God bless you. And we are also going to help to share information and encourage the Ghanaian community to study abroad, because there are a lot of opportunities here which they can make good use of. That's all I have to say.
Awesome. So if you have questions about Canada, I would leave my brother to respond because he is in Canada and me too, I day here like that. So let's see how best we can assist other people. Remember that the opportunity for you to study abroad does not reduce, the opportunity some of us have here. So if I share information with you for you to be successful with the process, and reduce what I say. And some of us have had the opportunity to see the good side of things. There's sometimes you can talk about negative things, stuff like that. But I always want to focus on the positive side of life, if you tell me it is snowing and it's very cold, I can tell you that when you take a picture in the snow, it's also nice. Like there's always a positive side of things. So let's focus on the positive side. It have a positive energy. The world is full of a lot of things, going on already. So you don't have to add your negativity to it. All right. Let's see how many people we can approve. If you are just joining us, you're not late. This is the Study Abroad Q&A, questions and answers with a Fred effect. I'm happy my brother Delali has also joined, so we can be responding to your questions as well. If you're new, this is the biggest Study Abroad content platform. Remember, my brother also have a YouTube platform. He's on almost all the social media platforms. Search for the Delali Network and subscribe to it as well. All right, let's see if we can pick up more people. Hi, Nanajima, you have the platform. Please go on. Nanajima, please unmute your microphone and go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Fred Medicine.
Your face is family.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys who have helped throughout the year. So way back in uni till now, I always look up to you. So
you were in the same class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the face. I'm like, oh, this brother looks family.
The text, so I sometimes text you, but I know you are busy, so you haven't been responding. So
yeah,
I'm now in Canada.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Which school are you, bro?
Humber College, Humber Polytechnic. Right. No.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, that's my classmate.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's my classmate.
Mhm.
So you see, maybe people will assume that some of us had it easy or we're strangers or something. No. Yeah, just Cuba's road, Sana.
Anyway, so it has never been easy. I'm just here to tell those people listening to you that they shouldn't give up, and you are really, really an inspiration to all of us. So they should just if really they want to do this thing, they should just keep on their focus on their goal, and it's surely going to work.
Awesome.
And
But
I
I
see,
appreciate you.
I see it's only guys on this space. I don't know why.
They are ladies, so ladies sometimes they are shy, and I think it's very early in Ghana too, in Africa. So.
Yeah.
It's very early, All right, but I really appreciate you coming through it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. When the guys get the visa, they'll go and marry the ladies and they'll bring them. But a lot of ladies are working on it. Sometimes they are just shy and stuff like that. And I think the space is so early in the morning as well. All right, let's talk to see. Let's see who have Lord Joseph.
Hi, Fred.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
I don't have any question. I'm one of the guys that have enjoyed your benefit to be in the United States at the moment.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Which school are you and all that? I mean, some inspiration to our brothers listening.
Yeah, so I decided to request to speak because of the guy who said he has gotten admission to ETSU. I'm currently here at ETSU. Yeah.
ETSU to just stay there. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need to come to Johnson City, man.
Oh, okay. Maybe one of these days when you come around, maybe we will catch up.
Sure. I need to pass by.
So I just wanted to say that the person should email his or his program coordinator to ask if they have funding. Most of the funding will be they'll be dashing out fundings in this month, like February. Because I got mine on the 16th of February.
Oh wow.
Aside that, the graduate school has a TA and a GA position there. So you should go to ETSU grad school. You should just search for graduate school and then go to the graduate school. You should just scroll down. You will see GATS and then TA. You should just click on that. There's a lot of GA positions which have been open. And then guys, those who have graphic designing backgrounds, there are a lot of GA position for you at ETSU. So they can reach out at the graduate school. Don't email them. Just go search the GA and the TS, and then the TA option on the graduate school website.
This is an insider information. You see, like normally when we come and maybe we talk about some of these things, people will assume that it's a joke. But this is somebody inside telling us, "Oh man, bro, God bless you. I really appreciate this."
Welcome.
Yeah,
I'm
really
I'm also
appreciate.
grateful for your help. If not you, I wouldn't be here. Myself and Graham. I know
Oh,
Graham. Yeah, Graham is my best friend.
oh, I see.
And the funny thing is that me and Graham, we went to the US Embassy on the same day, the same time, with the same bank statement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Graham, man.
Yeah.
Graham is at Ball State University.
Yeah, Graham is in Boston State, and
Yeah.
then the guy was saying that his friends are saying that he needs grace to get to Ivy League school. I was laughing over here. Bro, you don't need grace. You have the grace already. Once your grades
Yeah.
are good, once your transcript is good, just have the confidence. Speak to them. If they invite you for let's an interview, be bold. Don't speak big words. These people don't like big words. Just be yourself and have normal conversation with them. Be confident. Everything will work out for you.
Awesome. That is Lord Joseph. Bro, I really appreciate, like, I have goosebumps when, sometimes I feel like I'll be alone here encouraging people, but I'm glad when you pass through to say that I'm here and this is what is happening to me as well.
Yeah.
God bless you, bro.
All right. Bye.
Awesome. Yeah. That is Lord Joseph at East Tennessee State University. So guys, it's highly possible. People are doing it, so you can also do it. Anyway, yes, sir. Delali, please go on.
Yeah, so let me just pass this across to one strategy that has worked for some of my friends in the US that I've assisted is actually some of them also get admitted but no funding because of limited GA opportunities. And what they do is they defer the admission, they talk to the program coordinator and their prospective supervisors, and they defer the admission to the upcoming entry, which is available. Then they are able to work out some form of funding for them so that they come for the next entry. So when you gain admission to a program which you like and you want to come and pursue, but they say there is no funding, you can talk to them and try deferring to the next entry and try and work around to see if the department can secure you funding for the next entry. So that's one strategy that works as well. So let's take note of that.
Brilliant. Let's talk to Chief. Chief Cornerstone. People have names, so Chief, what's up? Is it?
All right, Mr. Fred.
How you doing, sir?
Fine now. Good morning.
Yeah, which part of Nigeria are you talking to me from?
I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria, to be precise.
All right, please go ahead.
Please, I want to ask actually it's a simple question, but I just want to have an answer for that. I want to ask if I applied for maybe a European university. Actually, I don't have any target of scholarship, anyways, and and I decide that I want to go for another school despite still with my study visa in Schengen region. Can I still apply for another school in another country? Let's say, okay, I apply for Malta. They give me admission and I get into Malta. And my main area target is Italy. Can I still, despite being on Malta visa and still admitted in Malta University, can I still apply for a university in Italy and still move to Italy as my permanent destination to study?
I would suggest that you get to the country on which your visa is approved. Then Delali, you want to answer the question?
I'm going to answer based on experiences in Canada here. So there have been about 3 friends of mine who arrived in Canada, but then they were denied US visas back in Accra. I think one of them about 4 times, another one 2 times, even though she was fully funded. So as she was on a student visa in Canada, she actually started school and she went to the US Embassy in Canada here for her interview. and those three other people too, they went for their interviews, and they were all approved. So they've left Canada and moved to the US to start afresh there. So if it's something that you want to do, once you have a legal residence in whatever country you've moved into, and you want to go into another country to go and study, just have good reasons for why you want to move from this particular region to another region, even though you've not finished that program yet. Because in Canada here, I have about 4 people that it has worked for, and they have moved to the US currently, even without finishing their first semester in Canada. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, so I think the issue with the Schengen one is that normally the visas are the same, so probably he wouldn't need another visa. But of course, it would be advisable to go into the country in which your visa was approved for, and then you can relocate, obviously, to the other place. Let's speak with Eugene. Eugene Osei Mensa. Hi, Eugene.
Hello, Mr. Fred. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead.
Please, I hold a 3-year diploma in nursing, and I want to pursue bachelor's degree. That's BSc nursing in United States. So I want to ask, should I write SAT and apply directly, and also my age, like I'm more than 27, so I don't know if I can break that gap and do stuff.
So your bachelor's degree is in what? Nursing?
No, I have only 3-year diploma in nursing.
Okay, so yeah, you have an opportunity to apply for a bachelor's. You also have opportunity to apply for a master's directly. But just like I was explaining to your brother, the processes involved in applying for a bachelor's with your 3-year qualification is a little bit different from when you apply to a master's degree. So you would think about it in terms of, okay, can you get the resources to apply for either the bachelor's or the master's? Any of them is feasible. And in terms of SAT, yes, it will help in terms of getting the school to pay for almost everything if you have a good SAT score.
All right, thank you very much.
If you want to apply for masters, remember you don't need SAT. SAT is for undergraduate application.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to Lord Joseph. Okay, Lord Joseph spoke, so let's talk to Nana Ajimai and Alfred. Thank you for joining, Eugene. So let's see. Lord Joseph, Alfred, and then we go to Nana Ajimai. Hi, Alfred. Hello, Alfred. How are you doing? Okay, Alfred cannot hear me. Let's see. Nana Ampong, can you hear me? You have to unmute your microphone, sir. Hi, Nana Ampong. Nana Ampong, you can please go ahead. Okay, and let's talk to Kweku. Hi, Kweku Nyako, please go on.
Hello, good morning, Fred. Fred, I have a first degree in communication designs, and then I've also sat for the GRE. But then I heard when I joined, I heard a lot talking about graphic design, and then unfortunately I couldn't since I couldn't hear at the beginning of his contribution, I didn't really get him. But Fred, I would like to say, now that I have a first degree, like today, I have a first degree and then a GRE. Is there a possibility to apply for school now as in today? Because it seems most of the schools I've looked into have ended their application.
Yeah, you're right. So there's always a school to apply to. You're right. A lot of them have ended their applications for fall semester. Others are still taking up admissions. So Delali spoke about you can apply if and then you defer to the spring semester. So you can if you find out a school you're interested in, and then they tell you that their application deadline has elapsed, you can email them and ask if it is there's still an opportunity to apply. Sometimes a university or a program is looking for 10 people to apply, but at the end of the application season, it's only 9 people or 8 people that apply, which means there is still space, even though the website says the deadline is over. So you can email them and ask that, is there still an opportunity for you to apply? You tell them you have GRE, you tell them your class, you tell them you have this transcript, stuff like that. Mostly there's a high possibility they will say that no, our deadline is closed. But who knows? It depending on how many you email, they can tell you to go ahead and apply. Two, there are a lot of universities that you will see that their priority deadline for funding consideration is passed, but they will continue to receive applications. In that case, you can apply. You'll be lucky that there will still be funding, and then they can award you a scholarship as well. So there are some university that has rolling admission as well. Anytime you are ready, you can put in the application. So if there is an opportunity for such, then you apply as well. Don't wait and say that I'm going to wait for next year. No,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Fred. Thank you very much for your response.
Let's talk to Alfred. Hi, Alfred. How are you doing? Alfred, please unmute your microphone and go ahead. Okay, Alfred cannot hear me. So let's see if Nanajima can. Hi, Nanajima. Najma is having issues with the connection. All right, so that's all the time I have for today. It's just an hour. I appreciate the opportunity to come your way, and it's very early in the morning, but you decided to join. And from time to time, we will be here to share our ideas and information with you. We have been through the process and have opportunity to assist thousands of people. So from time to time, we share how you can also do it, and the process keeps on changing. Like for example, initially the visa application fee for the US visa was 160, now is 185. They changed their portal for the visa application, so a couple of things continue to change with time, and so we keep you updated and show you how you can do it, and make you understand that it is very possible. You can also do it. So this was an impromptu space. I appreciate you for joining. Please don't see this process as too difficult for you to, start or to complete. People studying abroad are not more brilliant than you are. There is an opportunity for everyone. The sky is huge. All of us can fly. We don't have to crash against one another. So there's an opportunity for you to also work on this process, and it will be successful for you. Delala, let me know if you have some last comments, and then we draw the curtains.
Yeah, all that I'll tell my brothers and sisters here this morning is that they shouldn't give up. And studying abroad is like a whole lot of full-time job. What I've noticed about this process is that it requires patience and working behind the scenes. If you look at my case, for instance, I started this thing from 2022, and I got here in like several years time. I've just been 1 year, 3 months in Canada now, so you can do the calculation and see. And please, you have to put in the hard work, sleepless nights, looking for professors, sending those cold emails, and know that rejections are also part of the journey. Like, you wouldn't get it rosy. The rejections are part. All those who have been motivating you, all those who have been giving you the information, they've also gone through rejections before. But once that rejection comes, never give up. But it should rather give you the desire to keep on pushing so that you can win. So do not give up, and I wish everyone all the best. We are also available to help each and everyone with information. If anyone is interested in Canada, I am a DM away. You can reach out, we'll share ideas, and we'll guide you. Thank you.
Awesome. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you everyone for showing up. This is how to get in touch with me. It's super easy. I hardly respond to DMs on X or any other platform. I respond to only Instagram messages. So if you have any questions, you need clarifications on anything, maybe you just want to be a friend, just slide into my DM on Instagram to say hi, and I'll be happy to respond to you. You know, the wisdom is not a monopoly of one person. If we are able to share ideas and information, I keep on saying that, you know, if people who have been successful with something are willing to share with us how they did it, it will be easier for you and I to be able to achieve it, you know, and we don't necessarily have to go through similar stress that they went through. So yeah, it's highly possible you can do it. If you've been working on this process, don't give up. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, and it's very possible. So if you want to interact, it's easy. Just send me a message on Instagram. I'll be happy to respond to it, and then we can have a conversation. If you want to schedule a one-on-one meeting, if you check on any of my social media platforms, which is the Fred Effect, across all social media platforms. On Twitter is a verified account. On Instagram is a verified account. On YouTube we are verified as well, and on TikTok we have like 155,000 family members over there. Facebook, we just hit 100,000, you know, followers, which is great. So be part of the family. If you have a brother, if you have a friend, if you have a family member who is also interested in, you know, going on this route, just tell them that there is this platform I've noticed. You can just search it on any social media platform, follow, and we constantly and consistently post valuable information that would help with your process. Now, the reason why I would encourage you to subscribe is because most of the scholarship opportunities and maybe application fee waivers we share, mostly they have deadlines. So sometimes you may see them when they are passed. So when you subscribe, you follow, immediately it's being posted, you'll be the first to be notified so that you can easily check it out. I appreciate you for joining. This is the Fred Effect. Please be positive and understand that everything will be fine. This weekend and every week, this and every weekend, we have what we call the Study Abroad podcast. What I do is that I invite individuals who have been through the process to share with you the schools they are studying at, how they went about their process, how much they invested into it, the scholarships they are on, so that you can also understand and know some of the universities you should target and all that, and the scholarships you should apply to. It's every weekend on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Ghana time, and I think that'll be either 7:30 or 5:30 Nigerian time. So you can tune in, and a lot of episodes have already been shot on the various social media platforms. You can check them out and also learn from them so that it will help you out. All right, I'll talk to you some other time. Please stay safe, take care of yourself, and then we'll meet up some other time.